Hi everybody. Well, it's the Putting on Christ series. We've been putting the verses up here on Facebook. Do you know, in that series it says on the front page about we're going to be spending time in our homes seeking the Lord. I don't think I realized when I wrote that quite how much time we would be spending in our homes. But actually, you know what? It is a good time to put in some extra time into the Word, extra time in prayer, not just to gain knowledge, but there's that whole thing that we are together putting on Christ. Because we're coming out the other side of this, and we want to come out the other side of this stronger in who we are in God, stronger in enabling communities to work. Today's verse is, I would say, probably one of the most famous there are in the Bible, in fact, in that it's John 3:16, well, and verse 17. And it says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life." God didn't send his Son into the world to condemn the world, but to save the world through him. This is a great verse. I was only saying recently at the summit that I think sometimes people feel that God hates the world so much, but he had to do something about it because he was God, so Jesus come. It doesn't say that at all. From the time that humanity fell, God was looking for the way for all of us to be reconnected back into the love of the Father. And the way for that to happen was for God to come as Jesus, the Son of God, and that's what he did. He came, and everything in Jesus is everything we can know about God walking here on this earth. And as God sent the Son to everyone, he sends us. And he didn't send, as I said, out of duty, but out of a powerful love to connect. Now that's John 3. In John 4, you see Jesus, God, walking on the earth, doing something really surprising, because he walks into Samaria. Now, Jews, especially Jewish rabbis, there was a dispute between the Jews and the Samaritans. So they normally avoided that area. But he not only went into that area, he went to this town of Sychar, known as the town of lying and drunkenness. It was an unacceptable town as far as the disciples that were with him were thinking, but not for Jesus. No one is unacceptable for Jesus. And going into the town, he finds somebody who's out collecting water midday. So they're probably somebody who is shameful even in that town. It's a woman, and a rabbi man of that period, a culture of that time. He shouldn't go near her. He shouldn't be talking to her. But what does he do? He sits next to her and says, "Can I have some water?" And they get into a conversation. He links up. He's making community with this woman. He's giving her hope where she thought there was no hope. The connection is so amazing. The conversation is so amazing that this woman then goes off and she tells the rest of the village all about this Jesus that she's met. And the whole village, the whole town of Sychar, come and sit at the feet of Jesus for 3 days. And at the end of it, they say, "We don't just know Jesus now because of what you said, but we've met him for ourselves." And this truly is the church in this day. Maybe hard in the middle of what we're going through right now, but still, through connections that we're making, sitting next to people, showing them love, and letting their eyes be open, not just to bash them over the head with the gospel, but to genuinely show them that it was for love that God so loved the world. And just as God sent his Son, he now sends us, the church, to join his mission here on the earth, joining in with what God is doing. And in all this self-isolation, in everything God is going on, God is still active in our time. So even when we're at home, and even when we're making contact in ways like this, which we don't normally use, let's make that contact through love and show people that it was love and acceptance that caused Jesus to sit next to that woman to enable her to have her eyes opened. Have a great day. Keep on with the readings. Let's keep putting on Christ, and we'll keep trying to get different videos out there just to bless you while you're at home. Bless you.